Are you ready?
Are you ready for the greatest adventure this side of DC Comics?
Yes. When are we going to get it?
This is The Dark Knight Returns in live action form. Not as good.
Yeah, that's what okay.
Yeah, not as good. Dark Knight Returns is still better,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
this was more along the lines of something dark and something gritty. This was Zack Snyder's style. 300, Watchmen. I mean, Batman Superman, when you start watching it, you could almost get the feel that it was a Zack Snyder movie. So
A lot of people on the internet, particularly the fanboy community, has been really hard bashing these critics.
yeah.
And they all go to the same thing, just saying that these are just Marvel fanboys that were paid off by Disney to give the movie bad reviews.
Yeah.
And that pisses me the fuck off. All right? They don't have to like this movie. The fact that they don't like this movie should not and does not affect how much you enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
So if you don't like what a critic says, shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up. That's all I have to say. All right, here's the thing. When I first saw the movie, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Okay.
And one of my big gripes about it was just the editing and the story flow of it. Because, and I think this is one of the reasons why critics have panned it so much, is that especially in the first hour and a half or so, it feels very much like a collection of scenes.
I mean, we were going from scenes with like Batman working on his suit, and then it would jump to Clark's with his mom,
Yeah.
Martha. And then all of a sudden it goes to Bruce doing, I think he was on his computer. And then it jumps to Clark's in the mountains with Papa Kent.
Yeah, or he's at the Daily Planet.
Yeah, it bounced around so much, and that was one of my major gripes, is because it just didn't flow. It didn't flow right to me. Like it felt like a lot of it was just, there was a lot of time in between that they skipped, and I would have loved to see Batman suit up, but they cut that out. They cut out him getting in his mechanized suit, and you know what? That fight scene between the two of them, it didn't have the punch that I wanted. I wanted like a half-hour fight.
Oh God!
And it was a 5 hour. Oh my God!
Yes.
It was a 5.
Give me a 5-hour Batman v Superman fight. I give the fight like maybe an 8 out of 10
Okay.
because first of all, the motivation behind the fight was okay. I get that Superman was trying to save his mom, and I get that Batman's trying to do his own thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a huge problem with that. A lot of the moves were pretty cool, although a lot of it we actually saw in the trailers.
Yeah. A lot of it was. I mean, like what do you say? Like 85% of the actual fight was spoiled already.
Somewhere maybe I'd give it like 70%, but that's still
Okay.
a lot.
It didn't 100% confirm it, but it's pretty much insinuated that that's the Flash coming through the computer screen
Oh, yeah.
saying, Bruce, you were right about him. Lois is the key. You have to stop him.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited if they pull it. I think we're going to see some injustice here.
This movie is 2.5 hours of people picking on Superman, saying that he shouldn't be doing what he's doing when all he's doing is saving people. And you can see it weigh on him, and in that respect, I did very much like his performance.
And everything he did in the movie, like he was just trying to help people. The whole entire movie. I mean, he was saving people from the flood. They showed the montage of him, saving people, saving that spaceship that blew up that you saw all the time in the trailer. He was trying to save Martha. Like he was just trying to do the right thing the whole entire time, and it just, it was just always blowing up in his face. And literally in the courthouse, it blew up in his face.
Oh, that scene was wild. I think among these three, I don't want to say stood out the most, but stood out very well, was Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because the way they used her regularly throughout the movie was okay. She happened to be a lot of places, and you do kind of figure out why, but it still didn't feel like it connected. But then once she actually put on the uniform and got in fighting form against Doomsday, awesome.
Yeah. I hope to see more of him in the standalone. Maybe
I agree.
even get a little cameo in Suicide Squad.
Give him his own movie.
Give Alfred his own movie.
Absolutely. Despite my issues with this movie, I still encourage people to go see it.
Oh yeah, I still encourage people to go see it. At least go in with an open mind. You know, it may not be the movie for you. You may kind of be nitpicky about like the plot and just the character development, but it's still worth it. It's still Batman versus Superman. It's still going to be probably one of the highest grossing superhero films ever.
Whereas we got this, like you said, this kind of antisocial, has trouble giving public speeches, and it's feeding people Jolly Ranchers.
Pisses in jars. Yeah.
You piss in a jar?
Yeah, remember the scene when they're in the courthouse? When she turned the glass? That's what that was. That was piss.
Oh, I thought that was the bomb.
No, the bomb was
Oh,
on
it
the
was
guy's
in the
wheelchair.
Oh, crap.